Friends, yesterday we have seen the basic aspects of intellectual property rights, the introduction part, which are the content of the course, and the need to understand IPR, its importance, why we should know. Today we'll continue in the session. Here, today we'll discuss international conventions and treaties about IPR, trade-related aspects of intellectual property rights. WIPO, that is World Intellectual Property Organization. You see different types of IPR as well as few aspects of patent. Now, what is the need of intellectual property organization? See, there are various countries, they have their own laws. The land of the law are different for different countries. Therefore, any invention, when it looks at the global competition, has requirement to be a common understanding between the nations. Therefore, the first convention about the intellectual property, taking consideration of the industrial importance of this, I held in the year 1883 at Paris. That is known as Paris Convention. It was signed by 11 countries of that time to protect industrial property rights. The convention was revised because as the requirement needs, people want to have some modification in the convention. Therefore, several conventions are held for the modification. There is a revision of the treaty. That is in the 1900, one held at Brussels, in Washington in the year 1911, at Hague 1925, in London 1934, in Lisbon the year 1958, Stockholm in the 1967, which was further amended in the year 1979. Now, what is the important aspects of these conventions? The Paris Convention addresses mainly the patents, industrial design rights, trademarks, well-known marks, names, and unfair competition between the nations. India is a member of Paris Convention since December 7, 1998. At present, total of 177 member countries are part of the Paris Convention. These are few information for your interest I am providing. Another important convention held in the year 1886 at Bern. You know, Bern is capital city of Switzerland. That mainly deals with the protection of literary and artistic work. As Paris Convention is dealing with the industrial applications of the important inventions, Bern Convention is referring to artistic and literary work. What they do, what they propose in the convention. Say, the literary works, the artistic works, dramatic works, musical works, and cinematography works, and it also protects derivative works based on these works, existing work, such as translation, adaptation, arrangements of music and other alternatives of literary and artistic work. Now, the Berne Convention states the duration of the copyright protection as 50 years after the death of the author. Therefore, anyone who writes a book, a author, continue to maintain its copyright after the death also for about 50 years. That's very, very important for an author to have such a long period of uh, copyright. We'll discuss some issues of this later in the when we discuss about the copyright separately. First revision of the Berne Convention took place in the year 1908 at Berlin Convention. Further revisions took place in Rome in the year 1928, in Brussels 1948, in Stockholm 1967, and in Paris in the year 1971. Remember, friends, these are all the states where industrial revolution started, the European countries. They are interested about this mainly because of the importance of the industrial revolution. So, another important agreement signed at Madrid. Madrid is in Spain, the important city there. That is on April 14, 1890. It deals with international registration of and protocols related to the Madrid Agreement concluded in the year 1989. What is the importance of this agreement? Contracting countries to this Madrid Agreement secure protection for their marks applicable to goods or services registered in the country of origin by filling the said marks at the International Bureau of Intellectual Property. The duration of the protection is valid for 10 years and which can be renewed by paying a prescribed fees further. Currently, about 100 member countries are under Madrid Agreement covering 116 contracting countries. Therefore, again, this is very special in terms of marks, industrial registration of marks. We'll discuss what is the meaning of marks in later lectures. Along with this, we have some patent cooperation treaty that is called PCT. The Patent Cooperation Treaty is an international treaty which assists applicants in seeking patent protection internationally for their inventions. Therefore, suppose one invention is taking place in one of the countries, this can affect globally. Therefore, its right has to be protected worldwide. Therefore, this kind of agreements are important, people felt. Now, what are the other importance of this treaty? It helps patent offices with their patent granting decisions and facilitates public access to a wealth of technical information relating to those inventions. Now, why a public has to get the information? Because whenever a patent application is filed, anybody, any public must be able to get access to the content of the application so that he can always file an objection to that. So there's a need to say we have RTA, right? In our countries, we are having now RTA. What does any officer is supposed to give information, whatever asked by the applicant. Similarly, such kind of requirement is there in the patent office as well. Therefore, PCT is signed. In the year 1970, June 19, It was signed at Washington. Later amendments took place in the year 2017 on 1st July. Now there are currently 152 contracting countries who follow the PCT. Now, another important achievement is TRIPS, trade-related aspects of intellectual property rights. Today, I am discussing these treaties or conventions so that you should be aware how intellectual properties are protected by various agencies worldwide. The TRIPS agreement is a multilateral agreement on intellectual property which came into force on 1st January 1995. TRIPS agreement is administered by WTO, that is World Trade Organization. It's an attempt to narrow the gaps in the way these rights are protected around the world and to bring them under common international rules. Some of them are still waiting, therefore I have to admit them. Therefore, again, this treaty helps for the member countries to protect their rights. The types of intellectual property covered by the TRIPS agreement are copyright and related rights, trademarks, including service marks. Now, I'll explain you each one of them with an example later when we discuss them, because you can get the pictorial representation for all these matters. Like geographical indications, industrial designs, patents, layout designs of integrated circuits, and undisclosed information, including trade secrets. Even there, these are protected by IPR. It establishes minimum level of protection that each government has to give to intellectual property of fellow WTO members. That is, whoever signed the World Trade Organization treaty, then if any invention takes place in that country, then that is the right of that inventor, so that its rights are protected by this treaty. Now, one more very important organization evolved to protect the IPR is World International Property Organization, that is called WIPO. WIPO. WIPO is a global forum of intellectual property services, policy, information, and cooperation, which is established in the year 1967. See, friends, you must know now, intellectual property services, policy, information, and cooperation. It deals with the entire process of filing a nomination for the IPR, the legal aspects of that inventor who fights for its rights. Mission of WIPO is to lead the development of balance and effective international intellectual property. For internationally, intellectual property has to be balanced. Otherwise, there will be unnecessary challenges by the countries, unhealthy competitions. And if such rights are protected, people involve more and more in the inventions. They do innovate. They become more creative. They will create items which are useful for mankind. You know, friends, all the Nobel Prizes, most of them, these are hard work by a lot of people, which are patented, and they're all used for the benefit of mankind. Now, WIPO had 191 member states, which has a headquarters at Geneva, Switzerland. Now, some more aspects of WIPO, we'll look at it. The following aspects. WIPO administers conventions in PCT. Therefore, now the WIPO is a major important body who takes care of so many aspects. The PCT, International Patent System, is taken care by WIPO themselves. The International Trademark System is taken care by Madrid Agreement. That means Madrid is a place where this kind of activities are held in space. Then you have Hague. They take care of international design systems. Hague is in Netherlands. Then International System of Appellations of Origins is taken care by the institution at Lisbon. Lisbon is the capital city of Portugal. Then you have Budapest, the International Microorganism Depot System is they are taking care of the microorganism related aspects which are dealing with IPR. After understanding the international treaties, agreements, organizations which are dealing with the intellectual property rights, now we'll go into the intellectual property rights. Now the WIPO decides there are basically the IPR can be categorized into two types. One is industrial property and second one is copyright. So when you say industrial property, it's mainly dealt with the patents of the new inventions, new products, which has got industrial value, market value, huge trade, huge amount of money is invested on that. Second category is the copyright. When you say copyright, it is not only a written article by a author. It deals with so many aspects, starting from music till the sound, cinema aspects, music, what else? All those things are covered under copyright protection law. Now we'll discuss this one by one. When you say industrial property, I told you, mainly dealt with inventions, trademark, because it is business related one, trademark. So you know, when you say capital letter TATA, Tata, the trademark of Tatas, you cannot copy it because that is protected by IPR. Industrial design. Whenever you look at any device, an instrument, a vehicle, the inventor or the engineer who first designed that must get the patent so that his rights are protected. Then only they can invest money on that industrial design. Next one, geographical indications. So earlier, this aspect was not there. Now you know what is the importance of geographical indicators. Say basmati rice, an important product of India. The American filed several patents for that. All those patents are lost in the court of law at America because it is an indigenous product of India. Now, you know some of the very these regional items. Best example is the jasmine of Shankarpura. Shankarpura jasmine or called Shankarpura Mallige, which is having a geographical indications. It is protected now by the patent. Anyone cannot claim that it is their product now. Some examples I'm giving you. Later we'll have more examples. I will see copyright. I was mentioning you about copyrights. When I say copyright, it's literary work. It may be a novel. It may be a poem, a play, film, music. These are all considered as literary works. Then we have artistic work. You know, some of the arts are very, very unique. Maybe drawing, maybe painting, say photographs, some sculptures, as well as architectural designs. Some of the designs which architectural engineers will do is unique. You cannot produce a replica of that without the knowledge of the first author. Therefore, these are all protected under copyrights. Now, recently, the copyright includes the performing artists and their performances, which they produce the phonograms, unique sounds. So you must be knowing the famous artist. They discover new sounds using their instruments. And this sound is protected under the Copyright Act. The recordings, the sound music are recorded and broadcasted by the radio and television programs. So once one item is recorded and broadcasted by one TV or a radio station, that cannot be duplicated by any other person without the knowledge of the original author and the one who broadcasted it, because the person who broadcasts always gets some rights to broadcast that particular item in the radio or TV channel. All these items are protected. Therefore, whenever you do a new thing, think of getting a copyright for that. The original artist, original author should have the sufficient items to claim that he is the original author. Whether it's handwritten copies, whether it's laboratory notebooks or music items which is produced, not produced by earlier, whatever recording, fine. Now, after knowing what is patent, or two categories, patent and copyrights, now we'll go to the first topic, patent. Patent is a very, very attractive word, because people think that if you have a patent, you are a millionaire. It's not so. Many times, your patents will remain with you without the knowledge of the industry. After 20 years, or sometimes some relaxation will be there, more depending on the countries, anybody can do industrialization of that product. Therefore, unless your patent is properly marketed by companies, it's of no use. Anyway, we'll see what is a patent, what is patentable, what is the advantage. We'll discuss in detail. We may not be able to finish everything today, but we'll continue further. So this is one example of Indian patent. Just one, I hope you are able to see. If you don't see, don't worry. This is a Indian patent, is given to Mr. Roshan Shetty of, he is of one of our neighboring engineering college student. He developed few powder kind of materials for the Aracanet fruit root disease. In this region, people develop the people grow a lot of arecanut. Some disease was there, and he could develop some kind of medicine for that. It is patented. It was awarded in the year 2017. Remember, the award, whichever date it is awarded, the first filing date is given as the date of patent. When he filed the first application, we'll see what is the procedure to file applications later. He filed 2 applications simultaneously, one more. This is about rooting, seed and germination and tissue culture media preparation. For that, he prepared a particular combination of medicine for that kind of disease. Again, that is also protected by Patent Act, Indian Patent Act. This kind of patent, you will get it. It is called a patent certificate, which is given by the Government of India, Patent Office. I hope it is clear to you. So this kind of patent is awarded by United States of America. Any patent is awarded by United States of America is considered as the best patent, because compared to Indian laws, you have very large amount of benefits in USA patents. You can see a file number here that will be considered as the important number for the patent. This is another one, just I am showing you from the USA only. Again, this is given by the government of United States of America. If you have this, that means you are the owner of that patent. Fine. Now we will see what is patent. We try to define what is patent. A patent is an exclusive right granted for an invention which is a product or a process that provides in general a new way of doing something or offers a new technical solution to a problem. So each word is so important. It's an exclusive right given to an inventor who invented that. For him it is given. It may be to a product or a process. So Haber's process, you know, ammonia is done. Is the process involved, not the product important. Ammonia was known, but the process, how the Haber's process could give a simplest way to produce ammonia, which revolutionized the agricultural field of the world. That's a process. Therefore, a process or a product. Now, what is the importance of that? In general, a new way doing something, or it is offering a technical solution to a problem. You have a problem, you are suffering from a problem for so many years or days. Suppose you are able to get out of it with your application, then it will be always good to have such thing. This definition is given by the WIPO again. Patents are granted in respect of inventions, that is technological improvements. So it need not be a new thing. It can be an improvement. So improvement means, so for example, if you have a car engine, the efficiency of the car engine can be increased by this improvement in technology. That is patented by that person. Whether it's great and small, the invention may be very, very small or very great. For example, the safety pin we use, such a small item, but it is patented. You have the ballpoint pen, which is patented. Today it looks very simple for us, but there is a new product at the time of which is when it was done. Okay. Therefore, whether it's a great or small, which contains at least some scintilla of inventiveness, some small traces of inventiveness is sufficient, then that is sufficient to get a patent. But the new idea should not be previously known. Therefore, if you do an improvement to the existing technology, then also you are eligible to get the patent. Therefore, the definition of patent is very clear, I hope. Now, how it is eligible, we'll see later. Now we'll see how different countries define the patent. In England, patent is used denoting monopoly right in respect of an invention. Therefore, in England, they consider it as a monopoly. That is, the inventor has everything. He is the only person who can deal with that. He has got every right. Patent is a monopoly right conferred by a patent office on an inventor to exploit his invention, subject to the provisions of Patent Act for the limited period of time. So what he does with that patent, he can exploit. That means whatever possible money he can do in a given time, there may be 20 years or 15 years, depending on the countries. During that period, he can make lot of products on that, which can be marketed, which will give him huge returns. Therefore, he can exploit his invention, but it is subject to the Patent Act, because suppose tomorrow if you say you have developed a missile and you want a patent for that, you may get a patent, but with subject to conditions. It can be used by only the government of India, the defense. Therefore, you cannot prepare a rocket at your home. Therefore, conditions are always given in the patent when they issue you the patent certificate. Patents are territorial rights. For different countries, they have their own rights. They have their own laws. Therefore, you cannot overrule that. Okay? Those are the exclusive rights, are only applicable in those countries. Say, suppose something is allowed in our country, it need not be so in other countries. Suppose you make production of in our country, you cannot produce the same thing in other countries. Therefore, remember, it is a territorial issue. And moreover, which country you are filed the nomination or the application for the patent, that also matters. Whenever you file an application in that country, it's always better to know in advance what are the provisions of law of that country, how you can make use of the law to make use of your patent effectively. Now, how the patent is protected? Why it has to be protected? Why a person wants a patent? That's called a patent protection. So inventions cannot be commercially made. You have invention, you cannot simply commercialize it, or someone cannot simply commercialize it without your knowledge. Why he will do the commercialization? Because it may earn him a huge amount of money. Therefore, he cannot use it. It cannot be used. It cannot be distributed. It cannot be sold without the patent owner's consent. Without the knowledge of the patent owner, you cannot sell it. The person cannot sell it. Patent rights are enforced in a court. Now, suppose whatever I said, used, distributed, sold, then who will take care of that? Patents rights are enforced by the court of law. Every country has a court. They will see that it is enforced. The court has authority to stop patent infringement. Suppose someone infringed the rules, the patent rules, the court has authority to stop it. At the same time, you would remember, court also has the authority to declare a patent invalid upon successful challenge by the third party. That is, after patent is granted also, someone objects it with sufficient proof, the court may declare the patent invalid. So important it is. Therefore, after the filing application, till the patent is granted, not only that, after patent is granted also, people can object the patent at the court so that the person's interests are protected, whether it is a patent owner or a general citizen. Fine. How a patent is granted? What rights does a patent owner have? This is very important. Why? So these questions have to be answered one by one. What does the patent owner have? I already told you. He can sell it, he can industrialize it, he can give it for a lease for a particular period of time, or he may not give. Suppose one person feels that he need not give, he will not give. Then he may not give. Still, he has got every right. Why are patent necessary? This is another important question. Why patent is necessary? Nowadays, every industry is looking at the patents. The engineers daily working to develop new items, get patented. It not only gives the name, it makes you rich. People identify you with how many number of patents in your name. Friends, you may not believe. The person Rontgen, that is Conrad Rontgen, the one who discovered X-rays, in the year 1895 itself had 277 patents in his name. Just imagine, in the year 1895, Rontgen had 277 patents in his name. That shows how important patent is. Next, what role do patents play in everyday life? What is the role of patent in everyday life? You look around you, you will find so many patented items. Some examples I wrote. Electric lighting, a bulb is discovered by Thomas Alva Edison. It's patented in his name. Plastic, without that we cannot live today. Patented by Beckland. Ballpoint pen, patented by Bureau. The microprocessors, the Intel company. Remember, it is in the name of the company, not in the name of inventor, because it is always, I told you, a patent can be in the name of a person, in the name of an institution, in the name of a company. The microprocessors, the starting chip itself is named or patented by the Intel company. Therefore, all those Intel series of microprocessors are patented by the Intel company. Therefore, after you are knowing why patent is important, how patent is granted, I think now we should know how to proceed further. So one simple example I'll give you. I think sufficient time I have taken. Say this is one drawing by a company, a motor company, which has a US patent. You can say US patent with the patent number. Therefore, when I say industrial design, in the patent application itself, he has to provide sufficient information about the drawing. Fine. I think we'll continue the class tomorrow, because we'll deal with how patent application is file. Now I think